Hello, welcome to my little urban homestead. My second harvest of onions, drying out there and here and there and all across there, all along there. There's approximately 60 onions, the white, yellow variety, whichever. There's about 60 onions there. This is where approximately a third of them are drying out. The onions that I put in here in the grow house are all medium size. There's a few big ones and a few small ones, but they're all, the majority of them are medium sized onions. I had me shallots in here, and I'll show you in a minute where I put them for the final drying. There's a lot of me larger onions in here because I thought the extra weight and everything, they'd do better on here rather than on strings in the grow house. But there are some medium ones that I shoved in here to dry, but the majority of the large ones, as you can see, fits in the palm of my hand. And I haven't got little hands either. This is, together with the onions in the grow house, are my onions for the year. There's around about 90 onions here, together with the 60 in the grow house. That's 150 yellow onions, and I've got loads of shallots and easy 100 red onions, shallots and that. But I've got plants for some of them, and these, once these have dried out, I'll string them all up, and I'll show you a video of that. But I'll take you and show you now the red onions that were in here, red onions and a few of the larger shallots. All those red onions and the larger shallots and the ones that were in the grow house are now in here for the final drying. What I've done on them all is I've got the roots, trimmed all the roots and trimmed the tops down, trimmed about 6 inches, and that'll help me for when I string them. But that's to dry the final bit out, so they'll stay in here for another couple of weeks. They were in the greenhouse and grow house for a couple of weeks drying. Now they're in here for a couple of weeks to do the final bit of drying before I string them up. These are all the smaller shallots, so what I'm thinking of doing is pickling them. I've never grown shallots before, so I've never pickled shallots either. So I'm looking into how different people do that, and then I'll have a go and show you how I'm doing it. But there's some red onions and the larger shallots in there. As I say, I've got onions coming out my ears, and which will easily last me a year. Some of the red onions and the yellow onions I will dehydrate. I might even dehydrate some of the shallots as well. So if I need shallots for a recipe, I've got them. Like, I don't like putting all my eggs in one basket. So I'll have strings of onions and shallots. I'll have dehydrated onions and shallots. Might even can some up as well. I don't know about that. I'll have a think. Thank you. Bye.
It's a perfect situation.